Welcome back to My Life on YouTube. If you haven't seen the first episode, you might want to check that out here, where I talk about my beginnings of my channel, CMColeman Home, on YouTube. Now we're going to concentrate on what I did next. After the first video, I kept making videos. And that's what's important to remember. Making videos is really, really important. What also is important is concentrating on the channel. Looking back now, I wish that I had decided to concentrate more on the channel than getting the videos out. In fact, I wish that I had waited to get the videos out until I had a stockpile of videos. At least 2 or 3 weeks worth of videos, so that way it wasn't a constant pressure of trying to get out a new video. Actually, I think I was doing 3 videos a week every week. Instead, if things went wrong or if something didn't happen that week that I could get videos done, I wouldn't be in panic mode. And that happened quite a bit. Panic mode set in because, well, life took over. And it was hard to get out 3 videos in a week, and I was trying to do things which I wasn't 100% certain of. And somewhere in there I was like, well, what am I doing wrong? And I couldn't figure it out. I started watching things like video creators. I'll leave a link down below for video creators and Tim Schmoyer because I learned a lot off of video creators. He shows you how to do things or what information you will need to start up a channel and keep it going. But the one thing that is missing is the fact that you have to love what you were doing. At first I was sitting there thinking, well, okay, I'll talk about money because, everybody wants to know about money. It's a popular topic. However, I don't know tons and tons about money, and so it sort of was odd. And then I thought, oh, great, I will give tips on, home stuff. And I do know a lot of tips on home stuff. I know more tips on decorating than home stuff. And that worked for a while, but I just wasn't feeling it yet. I hadn't come into the stride yet because it was so much into getting videos done with the equipment that I had. I mean, to set up in the old days, just to set up would take about an hour to get all the lights set up and the camera set up, and then as I was filming, that could take several hours, 3, 4, 5 hours to do an episode, simply because I would have to cook it all at once. And I was under the impression that, yeah, sure, I measured it out all at once, but instead of having like lots and lots of things ready to go, no, I did them one at a time. Each video that you saw was shot in exact order. So while there was nothing going on, there was nothing going on. I should have been doing things like concentrating on getting B-roll. Now, some of you are saying, what is B-roll? B-roll are those close-up shots of, the exciting parts of the cooking, where you see the chopping and you see the flour going into the bowl and all that stuff. That's sort of neat, but then also that's sort of not who I am. And I'm working alone. So I didn't want to have to make each recipe 2 and 3 times just so that I could get pretty pictures, and it wasn't really worth it. So I said, how can I take care of this and try to get B-roll and A-roll and everything put together? And I came up with a system where I started using 2 cameras. 2 cameras did alleviate some of the problem, because what I was getting is I was getting shots, close-up shots, and then I was also getting my medium shots, but I was still alone. And I found out that, hey, trying to do a close-up of me, stretching out the picture and everything really didn't work. Now, some of you right now are saying, what? You can stretch out pictures? And we're going to get into the editing part later on. But right now, we're going to still concentrate on the next step. And like I said, the next step still was getting out videos. And the getting out the videos was really hard at times. So realistically, I really want to stress this. If you are coming into this because you're looking for advice on how to start a channel or what things could be improved, having a backlog of videos, that's the most important thing, because then you're not stressing out about the whole, I didn't get a video done today, what am I going to do, what am I going to do, what am I going to do? Instead, you're saying, okay, if I didn't get a video today, I can do 2 next week, I can make up for it, I can figure something out. And that's what's important. Don't rush around, and you're going to find out that your viewers, your loyal subscribers, are going to be the ones who are expecting a video that time at that day. And that's important. I mean, I'd missed so much about my channels, I hadn't even put in a description about myself. I hadn't put in a schedule. I didn't know about any of those things because, well, I was just new and I was still watching Tim's videos, video creators, and it was helping, but it was a slow process, and I expected I would be growing overnight, just snap and I'm done. It didn't happen. So, what I did was I upgraded my equipment. That was my next step. I got out from the flip camera into a video camera, which I liked. It was nice. It was okay, and I knew I had to get better pictures, so I did get a DSLR camera. Okay, but we're still getting into lots and lots of stuff that I probably didn't need. What I needed to do was concentrate on the channel, figure out who was watching the channel, and what the channel was really for. And that's what I did. That was my next step. I knew that what my channel was about. And it's about making things yourself, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I knew who was going to be watching it. Now, I didn't get down into the really nitty-gritty. I didn't make a pie chart and everything that said, hey, this channel is exactly for females age 54. No. It was more general. But it still wasn't enough. I mean, I had to figure out where these people were, and I wasn't doing that yet. I hadn't even gotten into social media yet. I was literally using my own personal Facebook page to put out the information of when I'd put on a video, and my friends were watching the videos, and that was basically it. Not a real great way to go, because I was seeing some growth, and people were paying attention, but it just wasn't enough. It wasn't growing that fast, and I had no idea what to do. I thought putting out videos was important, and it is important, but stressing. And I keep repeating this, and I know you're saying you've said this enough already, but I haven't. Concentrate on your channel should be your next step. In fact, it probably should have been my first step. Looking at my channel. Let's get a header on there. The header is that picture that you see up at the top, the banner, which tells you what this channel is about. And my header originally just had, I think, a picture of my house and then the name of my channel, and that was it. And then I got creative and got some more interesting pictures on there, my name of the channel and the picture of food and what I did. And you can tell by the header what exactly the channel is about, no problem. However, I recently got involved with more of Tim Schmoyer's groups where we did his video labs, which was a really good experience to meet other people. And I realized, hey, if I put in my schedule in that banner, when people go to my channel, they can say, okay, yes, I know it's Monday. And right there on the banner, it tells me that Monday is for the stay at home. Cool. I know what to expect. So people can look at that because guess what? Not everybody's going to read your about page. It's true. Not everybody's going to do it. Not everybody's going to read much of anything. They want to have that information presented to them right there and then. Wait, I have an idea. And I did this sort of way late. What the idea is I needed to have a trailer. Now, some of you are saying, what kind of trailer? What's a trailer? A trailer is what people see when they go to your channel for the first time. In fact, I'm going to be changing up my trailer pretty soon. I have no idea when this is going out. But my trailer is going to change up soon because I'm sort of changing what my channel does. Not a lot, but just sort of changing. And I'll update my trailer to fit the season, to fit the time. And a trailer just lets people know what your channel is all about. If you have a trailer, people can then look at that and say, oh, this channel really is for me because it talks about things that I want to know about. Cool. Because then you can evaluate the channel really quickly. One of the things which I really wish I would have done to begin with is I came up with an analogy of I look at these videos as if they're index cards. That's why I try to keep my videos on one subject and one subject only. Sure, it might mean that you're going to have to wait a week to find out how to make a total Bloody Mary mix, but that's okay. You can wait that week. I think you'll be fine. But we want to make sure that you get all the information that you need and not have information that you don't need. That's why you're going to see that I generally do icing recipes separate from the cake, because not everybody's going to want the icing recipe, they're going to want the cake. It's an index card. You can search for just that item and get just that item. Then I use the cards to go to the next video or whatever is included with that. Kind of clever there, huh? Now, I will admit, cards had not come up when I was first making the video. Had they, it would have been great. Annotations are those little things that you see, sort of like the subscribe button, which you can hit at any time and you can subscribe to this channel, which will take you to the subscription area or another video or that sort of thing. However, there's a problem. The problem is those annotations don't work on mobile devices. Whoa, that's bad. Which means I could put annotations everywhere and it won't work if you're watching this on a phone or a tablet. And I'm finding out that using analytics, which we will talk about also, using analytics will show me that most of my people are watching this on their phone. That's sort of cool. So then, had I been concentrating on my channel versus just making the videos, I would have prepared for all of that. I would have had my banner, I would have had my trailer, I would have had my all of my analytic I would have had all my cards and everything ready to go. So that way I knew, hey, I need to have something which will take you to the next channel. Hey, I need to have something which will take you to the next video. And it would have been easier. So, recapping this real quick. Yes, I did a lot of videos. Yes, it's important to do a lot of videos. No, it's not important to release them right the minute that you do them. Keep a backlog. You can schedule your videos to be released whenever you want to. Let people know what that schedule is so that way they have some idea when they're going to see your video and when they're not going to see your video. Scheduling is very important. And also, be prepared. Be prepared for just about anything. If things go wrong, I like to leave them in simply because, well, it seems more real. A lot of videos you're seeing are really slick, and they're really edited well and fantastic, and everything's not all in one take, and that's fine, that's great. But a lot of people come to YouTube to see, you. I do. I want to see the people who are on YouTube making, average videos that the average person can see. If I wanted to see something which looked like TV, I'd watch TV. So keep it real. And that's what I discovered was my next step. So I just concentrated on that channel, kept it real, made more videos, and it sort of started going. But then it reached a peak. Not very high peak, but it did reach a peak, and I wasn't sure what to do with the next step. You're going to have to wait and come back for the next step. I'll tell you about it next week. Oh, hey, you're still here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and that way you can keep up with me. And you can check me out on social media at CMColeman Home. And as always, don't forget, running your house doesn't have to be a full-time job. Turn it into a hobby and have some fun.